I know a place, and I'll take you there. The place I know is self-employment, working for yourself, home ownership, working as a team, working together in organizations, people working together and strengthen the community. Good morning, Baltimore. Good morning, Delaware. Good morning, D.C. Good morning, America. We are delighted to be able to come to you this morning. I know a place, and I'll take you there. We are coming from the Concord Baptist Church, 5204 Liberty Heights Avenue. We are blessed to have individuals with us. We're going to be sharing today about many different things, and we want you to tune in. There are some functions and some activities, and we have a special pastor with us today from Kingdom Nation Ministry. So we're going to be enjoying ourselves today as we recognize the necessity for all of us to work together. Yes, we know we believe that anyone believe that Jesus Christ was died and rose again, no matter what the name, a nation, or organization they are from, we believe that we are sisters and brothers. And that's the attitude that we have, and we are glad to be able to come to you today. As you know, on the previous week, we had the National Baptist Convention here. There's a lot of fantastic activity and functions took place, and we thank God for that. There was accumulation of a magazine with all of the minority businesses in the magazine that was presented at the convention center downtown, so that the minority visitors would be able to take advantage of those services, that teamwork that we are emphasizing. We know that our emphasis is emphasizing the fact that we cannot separate economics and spirituality, because all of Jesus' first ministries was both spirituality and economics. We know when he changed water to wine, there was the economic support for that family that ran out of wine and maybe didn't have the funds to pay for the rest of it. He changed the water to wine. And when he fed 5,000, we know that was a major economic move. There were individuals that didn't have food to eat, to be able to provide food. And that's an economic move as well as a spiritual move. And we can continue on down. The woman who had to issue blood for many years probably had spent a whole lot of money trying to be healed, but he healed her. And that's a spiritual move that solved the economic problem. So we don't separate, and that's what we emphasize, the necessity for the minority businesses and the churches to work together, because if they work together, both will be strengthened. The church is able to strengthen those businesses, and the businesses is able to work together with strengthen the churches, because those businesses are members who have businesses that are in the church can also be mentors to individuals who are in the church who would like to work and start and have that kind of business. And that's why we emphasize the necessity for us to work together. And also with the churches and the businesses, also we emphasize the necessity to focus on the spiritual gifts of children, and even in elementary school, because I believe, and I believe many individuals believe, that God has given everybody some kind of special gift. And we can help those children in elementary school to identify those gifts. Even if they do not finish high school, they still will be able to be successful in life, because there's a gift that they have that God had given them. If they don't go to college, the super basketball player James didn't go to college, but he had that special gift that God had given him that he magnified and used and won many, many basketball championships. So everybody has a special gift. So what we are wanting to emphasize the industrial arts and technology and all that stuff be used in all of it. I think we have one on the west side, one on the east side here in Baltimore now, but I've talked to some different parents, and they say, I don't want to travel that far to be involved in this. But if we can have it in all over the elementary schools, that'll be strengthen the schools, strengthen the children, and those children that are involved in those programs in elementary school and then in high school And even if they don't finish high school, if they are involved in churches that are mentoring them and helping them to capitalize on the special God-given gift. And that's why it's so imperative that somehow we play major roles in reaching those individuals in our community, the families in our community that don't deem it necessary to go to church anymore or have their children in church. I think that they are missing a special gift that, baby, God redemptive plan, the restoration. That's what I'm going to talk about this week. They are missing that redemptive plan of restoration. And this is so critical. And we encouraging those parents, go to your church that is in the community and let the pastor know that you live in that community and be involved in whatever church it is. You know, we really don't have to worry about whether there's a church near us because we have a church just about on every corner. Every corner. So we encourage you to take advantage of those ministries and those trainings that we are having in those churches. Now, and we're going, and of course the last thing is we encouraging even, we said major business, but even minority business that can also help do so, to tie home ownership with their employment. There are individuals who their score is not high enough to own their home. Maybe they're not making quite enough to qualify. But if the businesses provide homes for them and tied onto their income, and especially if they have been working in their businesses for several years, then they have the time that they're spending there that should be good enough for their business to assist those individuals to have their own, help them to have their own home. And that's changed the strength of the community, it's changed the attitude. When a person have their own property, it's changed their attitude and their relationship about the community. And I'm convinced that we take all of these steps that I mentioned, that it may play a major role in reducing crime. Because I think crime is more than just a psychological, sociological issue. It's also an economic one. So we need to focus on that. So good morning again. We are delighted to come to you this morning. We know that this is a special day. It has some special function. This is National Parent Day. We want to salute the parents. This is the 14th of September is National Parent Day. I know that there are parents who have put their children back in school. The schools have started, and they have been busy this week making that preparation, and last week making sure their children have everything they can need to be back in school. And so we stop to salute their parents. This is National Parent Day. Also, this is National Sober Day. There are those who are strengthening themselves, improving themselves, moving away from things that hold them back. And with National Sober Day, we want to encourage them. Virginia is our next state, moving southwest of here. This is National Virginia Day. We salute Virginia. With those listeners that are listening to us in Virginia, we want to salute you, National Virginia Day. This is also National Life Creative Day. We have some people, like Sister Parker here, is very creative. We want to salute those individuals. This is National Life Creative Day. And we want to encourage you. If God has given you that special gift to be creative, we want to let you know we encourage you to do so any way that we can help, play a role. And I know that many pastors that have been here have said the same thing. Anything that they can do to help, anything we can do to help here at Concord for your creativity. And we have a lot of creativity going on here. Different programs. And there is a special program that we're going to talk about that will be coming up on the 19th. And we're going to be talking about that, National Creativity Day. This is also the 15th of September was the first lighthouse built in the United States. On the 15th of September, the first lighthouse. Lighthouses once was very important for the ocean and the sea and the ships. And then the first one was built opened here in the United States on the 15th of September. So we want to salute that. And also the 15th beginning the National Historic Month. So we want to salute our National Historic Month that begins on the 15th. That's tomorrow. The National Historic, the National Hispanic Month, which begins tomorrow. And we want to do one salute to our history. William McKinley died after being shot on this day in 1901. The assassination of President William McKinley took place. He actually was shot a few days earlier, I think around the 6th. They said that he traveled across this nation more than any president traveled. I suppose, especially under the condition and the circumstances of that time, that the way he had to travel, I think he was in travel at the time that he got shot. I think he got shot on the 6th of September, and he died on the 14th. He was born in 1843, and he died in 1901. That make him about 62 years old when he passed away. When this day we say that's a very young man, 62 years old. So we recognize, and it was that time that Theodore Roosevelt was the vice president, and Theodore Roosevelt became president of the United States. So we stopped to recognize that historical moment, this historical day, for that special experience. Also, we want to always do special salute to Kathy Hughes, Praise 106.1. I think she started this this program a little more than 40 years ago, I think. I arrived here almost 40 years ago. When Praise 106, we thank God for the opportunity to be able to be shared and to reach out into the community and talk about the function and the things that we are trying to do in the churches and in businesses and in the lives of individuals in our city. At this time, Ms. Parker, we want you to talk about the activities that are going to be coming up. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Put your mic a little closer to you. Tell them who you are.
Hi, good morning. I'm Rhonda Parker. I'm one of the co-chairs of our special event on September 19th, Thursday. Will be Senior Wellness Day. Our theme is, it is well with my soul. So on Thursday, we have a lot of activities beginning at 10 o'clock, right, Pat? Our chairperson is here as well.
Yes, Miss
Patricia
Brockington is here.
Is here. So we have a day full of, we're trying to keep the seniors moving, Dr. Jones. That's what we're trying to do. So we're going to start our day with prayer and meditation. And then we have a lineup of guest speakers coming. We have someone coming from the Baltimore City Department of Social Services to tell us about adult services and adult protective services and what services the Baltimore City Department of Social Services provides. And we also had someone coming representing Baltimore City and telling us what services are available for seniors in Baltimore City. We also have nurses coming from LifeBridges, Sinai Hospital, and they're going to be doing blood pressure screenings and pre-diabetes screening. And then we're going to have, Dr. Jones, we're going to have some line dancing here.
Line dancing.
That's right. That's, when you retire and you don't have anything to do, that's where you find all the seniors at the senior center taking line dance classes. So we have all of that going on. What else?
Well, let me introduce Sister Brockington. She is our chairperson for this activity. She's gonna tell us the time that, and it's open to people to come. Tell us about what time it is, and is everybody invited, and
Oh, yes.
what they have to do in order to.
Everyone is invited. The activity will start at 10.
Give them your full name first. I want you to.
Name Patricia, I'm not Patricia Elaine Brockman, that's the full name. And, yes, I'm one of the co-chairs of this event, and we want this event to be fun, you know. If you're a senior, we want you to come, but if you're not a senior, we also want you to come, because our day is filled with many events. We have some giveaways. Everyone will get a tote with little trinkets. We'll have a light breakfast, and we'll feed you lunch.
Breakfast and lunch.
Breakfast
You
and
can't beat that, can you?
Yes,
And snacks.
And snack.
yeah. And also, we're gonna have some very important topics we're gonna talk about. In addition to what Mrs. Parker said, we're gonna talk about prostate health,
Prostate.
which is something that's really prevalent in our Black community. And we have a Representative Tony Reed, who has had a personal experience with that.
And I had a personal experience, prostate. The key factor is that if you discover it early, that's probably all cancer conditions, if you constantly discover them early or dealing with your physician, making sure that you're being checked for all these type of things and discover them early. I credited maybe I should first give all the credit for my recovery to the Lord. I reckon I better start there first. But my doctor was cancer aware, sent me to a special person because he identified something possibly, I don't know what reason, but my score was a 10.5, and anything over 4 is cancer. And they immediately started treating me, and 6 months later, I'm down to 4, and 6 months after that, I'm down to 1. So it's very important that they come, and this is, tell us about it again, they're gonna be, are they gonna be tested or instructed?
No, they're not gonna be tested. Like I said before, Mr. Reed has personal experience with that. He's a health coach, and in addition to a personal trainer. So he's gonna discuss, diet and exercise, and just talk about his experience with that. And when you think about prostate cancer, I think some people might think, oh, it's gonna happen to me when I get older. But no, it's very important that you get tested early, maybe in your 40s.
Yes,
Rather than
yes.
wait until later on. All right, and in addition to that, this is, I don't know if any of you know it or not, but this is Fall Prevention Month. September's Fall Prevention Month. And falls are one of the very things that seniors seem to happen to them, and it can cause very serious injuries.
Yeah, I think we probably talked about it on the first Saturday this month.
Yeah. So we have a fall expert coming. Her name is Mary Lewis, and she's going to help us with our balance. She's going to give us some exercises, and she does also does personal training, and she y'all gets the baby boomers, but she has online classes. She has a plethora of knowledge about that. And we also going to have representatives from the Maryland Department of Aging. They're going to talk to us about different resources. I don't want to forget anybody. That's Kim High, that's our representative. And the day's just going to be filled with information. And I think that maybe some people say, well, I want to come out, but knowledge is power. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you get information, you can prevent a lot of things. Just by eating right, you can prevent a whole lot of disease.
I'm gonna talk about that knowledge tomorrow.
It's easier said than done.
So tell them to tune in tomorrow and understand how
indeed.
valuable it is.
Valuable.
That wisdom, the wisdom. We have some exact times.
Yeah, the activity starts at 10.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. We plan to
And the address of
close
the activity.
about 3. All right. The address is going to be here at the church, 50 Concord Baptist Church, 5204 Liberty Heights.
And it starts at 10 o'clock.
Starts at 10 and ends around 3. All right, we ask for a small fee of $25. All right, you can register at the door, but we just want you to come and just, get some of the knowledge and just to, and it's, even Jesus, he met with his disciples and he had a meal with them and he just fellowship. He taught them. So just come with us and just fellowship, So that's
so it starts at 10.
Starts
Is there
at
any
10.
special time for different functions?
Yeah, at around 10:15, we're going to start with the presentations. Oh, and also I forgot to tell you, we're going to have servers, so you don't have to get up and get this and that. Every table will have servers. They'll bring the food to you. They'll bring your drinks to you. You'll have your own personal little servants that will help you out.
All right.
Yeah. I want you to feel special. Well, if you want to tip, that's up to you. But those will be the students from Job Corps. They're going to come.
Okay. Are they the same student that Miss?
Yeah.
Yes, the same wonderful students going to come.
Yeah,
and
we've
help us out.
adopted Job Corps here at Concord.
we have Job Corps.
Yeah, they're ours now.
Yeah, they're ours now. We really do like
And they're
them.
excited about doing what they're
Yes,
doing.
they are. Yes,
And they're
they are.
good at what they do.
Yes, they
Yeah,
are. Yeah,
that's
they-
it. You really enjoy what you're doing. You generally would be good at doing it.
yeah, yeah. And one of them asked, after we had the event,
Family friends.
family and friends, and said, what, I think I want to be baptized in this church. Yeah,
We
so, okay.
reaching that's what we must do. Our function and our activities and what we are doing should reach people outside of the congregation. And this is, now you said, any other schedule, special schedule? There may be some people that I can't get there early.
Okay.
But I want to get there in time enough to
Right.
do this or do that. Any
All right, so
special time?
from 10:15 to 11:45, we're going to have Mr. Reed. He's going to talk about, prostate health and do some stretches. Then we're going to have the library presenters do just screenings. And then we're going to have the presentation for the community resources. After that, we're going to eat about 12 o'clock, between 12 and 1.
What time is you said breakfast? What time is the breakfast?
Well, when you come
get
in.
here at 10,
Yeah, when you
You
check
get a
in.
little snack.
Yeah.
get a little
Real,
snack.
like a little snack.
and then we want you to, because you need to start your day with prayer and meditation.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let you come in here and have prayer and meditation. And then we're gonna kickstart your day. We're gonna we'll have conversation with our guest speakers, so they can be informed about stuff, and then we're gonna energize them with some light exercise. And but we want not only Concordians to come, but we want the community to come.
That's what I'm getting
And
ready.
it's very
It's open to
important that everybody,
Everybody that is
especially
listening.
in Howard Park, right here in Howard Park, we want you to
If you're
come.
in California, you can catch a flight.
That's
catch a flight on
right.
home.
Everybody, there's churches up and down Liberty Heights here. They're invited. Please
I have people
come.
call me and tell me they listen in California. That's why I said.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, maybe they can learn some line dancing.
Yeah.
Would it be virtual? Could we possibly have some of this virtual? Can we have our virtual function? Have you contacted our
Well,
virtual
we'll see,
yeah, we'll talk
especially
about
the,
that.
instruction?
maybe the line dancing and especially about fall
Fall
prevention.
prevention, yeah.
I think that's very important.
Very important.
Somebody, I've fallen, and I know how important that
Too
is.
young to fall. Right?
Yeah, Doctor.
And they say that falling
I don't know how about that.
is not a normal part of aging. It really relates to other things.
It's mental and
Yeah, it could be,
physical and
right.
psychological and all those aspects are directly related to falling. I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
Is
So
there any
Mrs.
other
Wells, Ms.
special
Lewis, she's
schedule?
gonna talk about that. So after lunch is 12 to 1. 12 to 1 is lunch. At 1 o'clock, we'll start our presentation with Mrs. Lewis about the fall prevention. Then we move on to Ms. High from the Department of Aging. She's gonna talk about different
And that's-
resources.
Both of these are after one.
After 1.
So those individuals that they can't get here at 10, if they come at 1, they can get this part.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And then after the presentation for the Department of Aging, then we go on to our line dancing.
I think
And that'll be
we
close.
think we're supposed to have a
With the
little
fabulous
break.
Miss China will be our line dance instructor.
We're gonna come back after the break. After the break, we usually have a little song coming in there. We are the people, then we can do it. We are the people, and we can do it. And like to hear this song, this is the whining, singing. We had the Staples earlier. I know a place, I'll take you to the wine and saying, we are the people, and we can do it. And we're gonna come back and we're gonna bring our pastor in, and we're gonna continue to share other activities and also continue to talk about these activities. At this time, the song will come in. We are the people, and we can do it.
Yep, yeah. Here we go. We are the people who can do it. Oh, yeah. It's time to make the change. We are your people. We can do it. Yo, Mob, kick it for me one time.
What is the world coming to? Seems like everyone is running from the truth.
Yep, yep.
We got scared up and fine, walking through the night. We're the people, we can do it if we try. I know we can do it. Somebody ask me, why do we have to go through it? It's just the test of our faith. Oh, we're living day to day. We don't know where, we don't know when, but it's coming from again.
About that time.
Time to make some change.
Yep, yep.
We are the people who can do it. Voices up to you.
It's about that time, y'all.
Time to make some change.
Yep, yep.
We are your people. We can do
Yo,
it.
Mob, kick it for me one more time.
Jesus is spreading mighty fast. Earthquakes are moving through the land. It ain't nothing but a sign. Gotta make up our mind. We're the people, we can do it if we try. I know we can do it. Somebody ask me, why do we have to go through it? It's just a test of our faith. We just live this day by day. Don't know when, don't know when, but it's coming
You know what? It's time. About that time, y'all.
Time to make some change.
Yep, yep.
We are the people who can do it. It's time. Time to make some change. We are your people. We can do it.
Here we go. Well, it's time to make that change. People of the world today are fading. All of us have our ups and downs. You better think about it or you won't be around. What we need is a little bit of love, sent by one from heaven up above. Take a seat, it's simple and plain. This ain't no game, you know what I'm saying.
I know we can do it. Somebody ask me, why do we have to go through it? It's just a test of our faith. We're living day by day. Don't know when, don't know when,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's coming right.
Here we go.
It's time.
It's about that time, y'all.
Time to make some change.
That's right.
We are the people who can do it.
Together to make that change.
It's time.
About that time.
Time to
It's time to make a change, and we are the people who can do it. That's why we are talking about tomorrow, God's people trusting in God's redemptive plan of restoration. God's people trusting in God's redemptive plan of restoration, because we are the people and we can do it. We have the pastor here from the Kingdom Ministry. Introduce yourself.
Okay, well, good morning, good evening. God bless you, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm Anthony Scott Rosen. I'm the proud pastor of Kingdom Nation Church and Ministries located 5300 Edmondson Avenue, the beautiful city of Baltimore, Maryland. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's a blessing to have you, and I
Yes,
know,
sir.
I've observed you have many activities that you've been going on at your place, many functions, so tell us about all of those nice things I've been seeing.
Well, if I can just give maybe a context for it all. You know, I was thinking, you know, a lot of times when our doctrine and theology is incorrect, then our practices become wrong as well. And one of the things that we have to get clear is the fact that Jesus did not come just to establish a church. He came to establish a kingdom. And if you're going to establish a kingdom, that means you come to establish a government. And if there's a government, there are some elements that have to be in place, such as a constitution. There has to be production or an economy. And then there has to be the citizenry, the citizenship, and leadership. And so as we understand our purpose that goes outside of just church, if we're going to be like Christ, if we're going to do kingdom work, then we have to do the work that requires us to establish God's government in the earth. And God's government in the earth includes, obviously, his community. And so because of that, we have to, as the scripture says, go into all the world and preach the gospel. And that world is not just the sinners or state of people, but that world also includes world systems. And so we are to go into every system of the world and declare the liberating gospel of Christ. And so what we do at our church is our mandate. Of course, we have Sunday morning service and Tuesday night Bible study, but we are always reaching out to our community to serve our community, because we believe that is what Jesus came to do as well. We have done, we just finished up our annual back to school drive, and boy, they did something different this year. And oftentimes, you know, traditionally they give away backpacks and, you know, things of that nature. This year we gave away cosmetic supplies. We turned the back of our church, the what do you call it, the fellowship area, into a full salon. And we had about 56 children that they braided their hair, and we did haircuts.
All right.
And the barber flaked out, so I used to be a barber, so guess who cut 20 heads of hair that day? Me. And so it was a full salon. And so they came there, they got their hair done, they got haircuts, then they got toiletries that they would need, the young ladies, for different products that they would need, socks and wipes and toothbrushes and things of that nature, as well as some of the other things that you might need for school, to go back to school. Of course, they had the moon bounce and all of those other fun activities. And so those are the things that we do. Just try to be creative, you know, in what we do, just to be a blessing to our community. And we do that on an ongoing basis.
And then the other yard activities I've seen, you want to talk about?
Oh, yeah.
Those.
The moon bounces and the food, of course. You can't get us together without feeding us. So we have great food, and then we had a DJ. And of course, so we were in the yard dancing up a storm.
Yeah.
And we even had a horse, so the kids were able to get free horseback rides. And what else? Oh, we had a couple of booths where people were advertising for economic development in terms of real estate. We had realtors there. We had some people from the health department. We had people selling goods. We were giving away clothes. So it was a full day of just like fun and community outreach.
Yes, and I'll be able to observe a lot of this and see a lot of these functions going on. I'm blessed
Yes,
to
sir.
be acquainted with this wonderful pastor and the
Yes, sir.
services that he provided. So we wanted him to come and let the community know what you're doing and
Yes,
invite
sir.
them and give them your address and invite them to, they can be a part of also these functions that you have.
Yes, we are again located at 5300 Edmondson Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. Our building literally sits halfway or partially in the city and the other part in the county. So we're reaching out to both ends of the spectrum. But listen, we're just a wonderful church that loves the Lord and loves people. And so we just invite you to come and partner with us. I think that is also the missing link in terms of really making an impact in the community. Churches tend to function in silos. My church over here, your church over there. But if we could all get together.
That's what this program is about.
Yes, if we could just get together. Imagine, he says one can chase 1,000, but two can put 10,000 to flight. If Kingdom Nation got together with Concord and did something mighty for the world or for the community, I think God would really be glorified in our efforts. He really would.
Yes, and we appreciate your services. I know I've seen many of your services.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate all that you are doing and the services that are involved in. We'll come back and have you to give additional information later. We're going to move back to some of the functions that are going to be coming up here. Now, you had some additional things that you wanted to share.
Okay. Well, I wanted to say, as far as the wellness event, you will also get, besides information, you'll be getting a wonderful tote that's filled with resources and some giveaways for you. Also, we want you to feel that, our theme is, "It is well with my soul." Our scripture is, "Whether, therefore, you eat or drink, or whether you do all to the glory of God."
Yes.
So that's our scripture, 1 Corinthians 10:31. And we just want you to come out and just to be with each other, get information, get something to eat. I don't want you to feel like, I got to come to this place. We want you
It's
to
open to
we want
everybody.
to be enjoyment. It's open to everybody. Everybody
Yes.
can come. Like it's a small fee of $25, but you're going to get a lot for that small fee. So we're inviting all of you to come wherever you are. Just come to 5204 Liberty Heights at 10 o'clock. Or you come before 10 if you need to register. Before, at least by 10, we're going to start the activity. But we invite you to come and just enjoy with us on our Wellness Day.
Yeah.
And
And it's
also-
sponsored by the Senior Ministry of Concord Baptist Church.
The senior ministry.
Yes.
Also, this is the lady who is in charge of the food pantry.
Yeah.
So just tell us about, I know every month, I don't know how many hundreds of people you serve every month.
Yeah.
But the food pantry, tell us about the food pantry.
Yeah, we have a food pantry, and it's always on the fourth Friday of the month, except for January, not November, December. But it's a drive-through pantry. You don't have to get out of your vehicle. You just come up, you drive through, and we just put the meats or the vegetables or whatever into your vehicles. It's free, and it's for those who need it. I mean, there are a lot of people that are hungry in the city of Baltimore, and
You have a line of cars
yes,
coming.
yeah.
And what
Yeah.
date is that usually?
It's going to be September the 27th at
September
10 o'clock.
September the 27th at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
And you serve until the food run out.
Until it's gone. Yeah. We also have those students again from Job Corps helping us out.
Job Corps students will be here,
Yeah.
helping to place this food in the trunk. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
we want the people to be aware of it, those who have a need, that this has been taking place. You've been doing this better than you've been director of this better than a year now. And you,
Yeah, but I've been with doing this for a long time.
You've been doing it for all along.
Long time.
Yeah, long time. But, and we want them to know that there's a certain date of each month.
Every fourth Friday of the
Every
month.
fourth Friday.
At 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
All right.
And,
You can come before 10, you'll get in line.
get in,
Yeah, you get in line.
if you come after 10, you may be behind the line.
Yeah, but we just want you to come and just enjoy. We have different things each month. We always have meats, though, because some places don't give out meats. We always have meats. We have different kinds of meats, and, but sometimes we have, drinks, and it all depends on what the Maryland Food Bank can provide for us. But we all invite you to just come, and if you're in need, just come by. We don't ask any questions. We're not going to say you have to come to a service or anything. But just come and just get some food, and if you so feel that you want to come to a service, you can. But it's not a stipulation. It's not.
Mrs. Parker, you are going to tell us about all this. You were at the Black Caucus gathering in D.C.
Oh.
And you and all of the other things that you were involved in.
Oh, yeah, I want to give shout out to Forest Park High School and Principal Muzone.
Forest Park High School.
Forest Park, that is our community high school here, right up here on, what is that, El Dorado, near
Yes.
Liberty Heights. On Thursday, I had the privilege of attending the Congressional Black Caucus in Washington, D.C., at the Convention Center over there in D.C. It was a wonderful experience to see all those Congress people that you see on television just walking around, and you could talk to them and introduce yourself. So it was a really, the kids really learned a lot from that experience. And I just want to say Forest Park is a wonderful school, because you were just talking about everybody doesn't go to college. Forest Park has auto mechanics. They teach auto mechanics and culinary.
Can I salute that school, because
Yeah.
when I first came here, see all this renovation, this church didn't look nothing like this, right?
Nope.
We had our services at the school, and that went on for over a month while they were doing this renovation. And they allowed us to use that school. And so we must salute that school and express our appreciation to that school and the functions
Absolutely.
that they are doing.
Yes, they're having a function today. It's like a cookout or whatever, and it's to benefit the students. They're even taking a trip to England in the spring. So, again, shout out to them. And we have a lot going on here with us. Not too much left for this month, but next month, October, is a busy month for Concord. We'll be celebrating what? 87 years. 87 years. So we're planning some stuff. I know that we're going to go see the play, Oh Happy Day,
Go see
at
Happy.
Center Stage. And we got some more stuff. And, of course, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And the last Saturday of the month, we'll have our annual Alexis Brown Maddox Walkathon. And, we've done well with that walkathon, Dr.
Yeah,
Jones.
that's coming up on the
Yeah, that's
last
the last
Saturday.
Saturday.
matter of fact, there's a community planning meeting scheduled one day. Things are gonna be marching around through the community. So there is a plan. I don't know the exact date. They had contacted me.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know the exact date, but there is a plan that they're gonna plan, all this other functions and activities, not only in this month, but they also start planning, the marches and the stuff we do in December and all of those.
Oh, okay. And of course, November Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And we gave community baskets, and hopefully we'll do that again.
Yes.
We only did, well, we did 15 last year. Maybe we can up it
Yes.
this year. But, so,
Let me also maybe salute for the Concord Baptist Church Saturday School. Minister Dr. Cofield is working with that Saturday school. We're going to start October the 5th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And they start beginning every Saturday, starting October the 5th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. They have 4 basic principles that we this school started from a little book that I wrote about how many years ago, 15, 20 years ago. And it has 4 basic principles. They focus on education, recreation, economics, and the foundation is spirituality. These 4 basic principles that they emphasize: equal training of the head, heart, hands, and health. They have been quite successful. They've been functioning now how many years? About 14 years in the Saturday school, and they have people who have gone through we started off with elementary school only, elementary to the 6th grade, and they end up have these same kids staying around right on through high school and right on through college, and some of those kids are right back with us after being in college, still involved in the Saturday school and working. We salute them, and I appreciate all of those staff. We have, how many staff? About 30?
I know we have a lot, and most of them are retired school teachers.
Retired school teachers, and
Yes.
administrators of different businesses, and government administrators. That David Smith worked for the Social Security, and he is working with them. And so it's a lot of activities going on, and we salute the Saturday school. And be sure you have to register for the Saturday school. We encourage those parents. If you have children, be sure to register them now for the Saturday school. And guess what? It does not cost anything. It is absolutely free. And we thank God for those parents over the past years who was not involved in any church that brought their kids to Saturday school. Now they are over-involved in many of their activities here. The children have brought the parents to church. So we salute them on the Saturday school.
And could I just add one other thing about the Saturday school? We, because I teach education in the Saturday school, and one of the things that has happened as a result of the Saturday school is that the parents, there's a program called Mommy and Me, and the parents that have really young children, they are bringing their parents, and the parents are getting education about God too. So we're just getting everybody involved.
Okay, tomorrow we will be focused on God's people, trusting in God's redemptive plan of restoration. Our mission is to live out God's redemptive plan of salvation. And we'll talk about 4 basic ways to that, and the responsibility, and what qualified us to do it, and how we're qualified, how we're commissioned, how we're assigned, and the responsibility that we have, and how we can reach out beyond the 4 walls in order to do this. It's not a 4-wall thing. It's a redemptive plan of God's restoration. We also have, once again, we want to have Pastor Roaston
Yes, sir.
to say another word about his congregation, give his address again, and
Yes, sir.
invite people to come and be involved.
Yes, sir. I just first want to salute you, Dr. Jones, and Concord Baptist Church for the magnificent work that you all are doing here. If I wasn't pastoring, I would be a member, or at least I'd visit a lot. It's beautiful, beautiful what we're doing. I just want to also just inform everyone that I'm proud to announce that we have just began a new community development corporation called Rise Baltimore. And the R, the I, the S, and the E, they all stand for something. So for RISE stands for Restore. So we'll be doing things like background expungement, legal aid and advice, mental health counseling, drug and alcohol rehabilitation, child support matters, instruct. The I will be life management, job readiness, parenting classes, family mediation, GED prep, and vocational and career training. The S stands for serve. Of course, the food bank, farmers market, soup kitchen, thrift store, free clothing, housing and utilities grants, and empower is the E. For job placement, home ownership resources, we got to connect, and financial management classes. And so we are excited about that, and that's going to be a major push and move in the city of Baltimore for the people of Baltimore. And so again, our church is located at 5300 Edmondson Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland, 21229. And for more information, you can reach us at 824-3388, 443-824-3388. And our website is www.kingdomnationbemore.org, kingdomnationbemore.org. So please pray for us as we begin this new initiative. It's big, it's huge, and we're looking to make a major impact in the world and for the people in our community. So thank you for this time. God bless
All
you.
right. This sounds like a similar program we operate here.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to team up.
Yes, sir.
We're going
Yes,
to work
sir.
together and make sure that all of these things are happening throughout the city. Once again, you have been listening to Praise 106.1. We salute Catherine Hughes, who have made this possible for us. And also we salute the Concord Baptist Church, who works this out for us. I know a place, and I'll take you there.